It was probably around a year, just under a year.
I worked at Squeeze for 2.5, almost 3 years.
Like it was really freaking small at the time. Like Carson was very, very involved in, day-to-day phone call type stuff. I mean, I was a broke college kid, needed a job super quick. So I was out there trying to figure out, what to do.
And I was looking for a job that provided me an easy place to, fit right in, work with people, and also give me like the flexibility being in college, be able to like work around my schedule, and obviously like the competitive pay and everything helped to be a pretty easy decision. Plus my best friend at the time was working there.
I was in the door-to-door sales space for a while, and I knew I wanted to get into the SaaS sales world, and I needed some inside sales experience. And Squeeze was local. The interview process was great. I loved at least my manager at that time. I also got to meet the owner, and they were really great to chat with.
It provided for me while I was in school and was able to, and they worked around my school schedule, which I really enjoyed.
Also, not to mention, in terms of a traditional call center, Squeeze is very far from that. I've worked in call centers before where it's just like gray and sad and depressing.
I wanted to get off the doors. I knew I liked like outbound prospecting, but in inside sales type of role. And so the SaaS industry I enjoyed, right, or I wanted, and getting that experience at Squeeze from their outbound flow was in direct correlation of what I wanted to do in that future. Yeah, I made the decision pretty easy.
The best part about Squeeze was the people that I worked with there. It was so easy to see how Squeeze took care of their people, and we all were just like really good friends. We'd go out to lunch, we'd do things outside of work. That's the best part, is like the friendships that I made while working at Squeeze.
My cousin worked at Squeeze Media with me at the time, but there's a pretty personal thing that happened. And it was really cool to see both Carson and Amy just have his back and our back completely when he needed time off, and still making sure he was getting paychecks. As far as like, if there's a company that, puts their employees first, it's definitely Squeeze.
When I was a couple months into the job, one of the people on the executive team had asked if I'd be willing to move over to a different workflow and manage a team. And you kind of imagine, I was like really young. They like took a shot on me. I'd only been there a couple months, and it felt so good to see like my hard work pay off, or see someone appreciate like my time or that effort. I remember being on cloud nine. I'm at a company called Corvi. It's a fintech company. We sell software to financial accounting, CPA tax firms.
I'm currently one of the directors of sales for the Houston, Texas region of Dynamic SLR, which is a solar sales company.
So I'm still in sales. I've been with startups that started with 100K and annual recurring revenue and brought them to 10 million. For the most part, all that started at Squeeze.
Outbound, I'm full of sales cycle. I get to work with professionals, business owners all over the world. Tons of things to be happy about where I'm currently at.
I run a team of salesmen. We sell solar panels. I'm not going to put it any more simple than that, right? So it was pretty easy to see how Squeeze kind of prepared me for that. Before working at Squeeze, I never really thought about sales in general. Everyone I know at school is going to work for a big bank or some sort of like investment firm. And I realized from working at Squeeze and then shifting into this that my strengths are not spreadsheets and numbers, but are people.